So hey guys, welcome back to Pixel Creations. This is part 4 of the Mocha Pro series. In this one, we'll see how to use the clean plate to remove objects in Mocha Pro. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the footage I have selected to remove the objects using the clean plates. So I'm planning to remove the heart symbol and some of the features on a hand. And if you're watching this series for the first time, make sure to watch the other parts of the video so that you will get a better understanding of what Mocha Pro and its functionality. And in order to add the Mocha Pro effect, you go to the effects and presets and search for Mocha. And if you don't have the Mocha Pro version, you will see the Mocha AE that is coming inbuilt with the After Effects. And if you want to use some of the advanced features that Mocha is providing, you have to purchase the Mocha Pro from the Borisfx website. And the link is always in the description. You can use the link to get a 15% off. So I have already applied the Mocha Pro plugin here. You can just click the Mocha icon to launch the plugin. And now that we are inside the Mocha Pro, let's take a quick preview of our video. And you can see our subject is going out of the screen, and that is not going to be a big issue. So for this one, let's take a reference frame that shows all of our details that to be removed. The first frame is already looking good, and I'll just change the time to frames by coming into the clips host format and changing it to frames. After that, let's go to the track. Let's track a hand first for the background. Choose the explain or whatever tool you want and make a selection of a background. And let's select the perspective also and drag it forward. Okay, our tracking has been finished. Let's enable the quick stabilization mode and take a preview. If you want, you can go to the pick picture mode for a full screen preview. Let's play it forward. Okay, our track is pretty much solid, and let's go back to classic and now make a selection of the area that you want to remove. Select the explain tool again and make the selection of the area that you want to remove. Just make it a little bit big so that it blends well with the background skin. Press Ctrl A and select all and just feather it a little bit. And make sure to rename your layers to the proper names so that you won't get confused in the future while adjusting any layers or anything. I'll just rename the background tracking as the PG and the forward one as remove. And after that, link the remove with the background because we have already a solid background tracking. And let's take a quick preview. And you can see our tracking is going a little bit off the screen. That's not going to be a big issue. Just change it a little bit. And that is almost perfect. And while you are doing, you have to make sure that your tracking is almost perfect because the entire thing inside the Mocha works on the tracking. The better the tracking, the better will be result of all the things that you are doing inside the Mocha. And in this one, you can see a little bit drift is still there, but I have just keyframed it to match it a little bit perfect. And after making the selection, if you want extra details inside the same layer, you can press and hold the explain tool and select the add explain option and select the extra things that you want to remove. I'll just select it individually. Press the explain one more time and select the extra details and press Ctrl A, select all and feather it inside. After that, let's take a quick preview and that is perfect. Now let's take a reference frame. In this one, I'll select the first frame, that is the 0 frame, as the reference point and come to remove option. Select the object you want to remove, that is the first layer, and make sure that the background tracking is under the remove layer. And by selecting the remove layer, just create a clean plate. So come inside the remove panel and you can see here you will get an option to create the clean plate, and just click the create option to create the clean plate and save it wherever you want. And after that, open your Photoshop or whatever editing software you are using and open the file that you have just created. And you can see the reference frame is now inside the Photoshop. And because this is just a normal thing, I'll use the basic magic wand tool to make this selection, expand it a little bit and use the basic content away fill to remove it. And you can see it has been removed perfectly. And inside the Photoshop, the generation and content aware fills are of lower quality. So if you want to preserve the details while removing anything, make sure to do it accordingly and add the details after removing things. And we'll just remove this one. So for this one, I'll use the selection brush and make the selection of the area that I want to remove. For this one also, we'll use the basic content away fill. And you can see, oh, I have left a little bit here. Press Shift F5, count on away fill and click OK. Press Ctrl D and like that, that is been removed. Press Ctrl S and save it and your photo will be saved. And let's come back to Mocha and go to edit and make sure one more time the frame number is set to the exact reference frame that you have set. And if you plan to change the name after creating the clean plate, just select the file one more time by going into browse option and select the files. That's all. In this one, it's looking perfect. And let's come back to Mocha. And inside the remove panel, make sure the first layer is selected and click the render option. If you want, you can hide the UI to get up the perfect preview. And make sure you check the option called use Cleanplates exclusively. And now let's go to some other frame somewhere like here and click the render option. You can see there is a little bit artifacts due to the change in lighting. So in order to fix the lighting changes, you have to come inside the illumination model and change it to linear and try it. Now it is looking a little bit perfect but still not perfect. And now let's change it to interpolate and click render, and like that you can see now our lighting is matching. And in order to blend it a little bit more, inside the blend option just change the blending amount somewhere between 10 to 20 will be perfect. And you can see it's looking perfect. If you want, you can render a couple of other frames too. If you want, you can go to couple of frames in between and try rendering it. If it is looking perfect, that much amount of rendering is enough, and you can click save from here and go to After Effects and do the rendering inside the After Effects. And the remove function is not only used to remove, and in certain scenarios it will help you add things also, like how the insert option works. I'll just show you a quick preview of how it works, but it is not meant for adding things, but you can use it for that purpose also. And let me turn on the UI option first, and let's come back to our first frame, that is our reference frame. And let's come back to Photoshop, and make sure that you don't close your photo editing application before your project is finished, because if you want to make any further additional adjustments, you will need to open it one more time. That will waste a lot of time. And in this one, let's make a selection of our area. If you press Ctrl Z, you will see the selected areas where we have made changes, and press Ctrl Shift C to redo all the things and make a selection of the area that we have just created. Now let's change our design to something else. I'll just select the basic brush tool and go inside the layers and add a new layer so that it will be non-destructible. I'll just use the brush and make the basic Squid Game card design. And after that is done, just press Ctrl D to deselect everything and change the blending mode to overlay, and let's change the blending option. And in order to make the blending smooth, just press and hold Alt or option on your Mac and click this icon, and it will separate, and just slide it little bit to the right. Just press OK after everything is done and press Ctrl S to save it. Before saving, just make sure to merge all the layers and press Ctrl S. And after that, just come back to Mocha, because we haven't changed the file, the name or anything. It's already saved inside the Mocha. And let's click render, and you can see our edit has been applied inside the Mocha. You can just hide the UI and see it's already blended and everything. If you want, you can go to some other frames and click the render also. And like that, you can use the remove function to remove the subject from the video and add some of the details that you want. For this one, I'm not going to use this one. Just revert it back. Let's delete it and press Ctrl S one more time. Save it. Let's make sure that it's still selected and press render again, and you can see that is gone. And like I said earlier, if you want, you can just save it from here and go back to After Effects, or if you want to get the entire preview to check if there is any artifacts or anything, just click render forward, and like that, using the GPU power, it will render so fast. And our entire clip has been rendered with the remove. If you want, you can enable the quick stabilization mode and go back to big picture mode and just play it. You can see it's looking perfect. So I'll just go back to classic mode and just save it from here. Just close the Mocha, and now I am inside the After Effects. And by selecting the clip, go inside the effect controls. If the effect control is missing, just go into the window option, and from here you can see the effect control option. Enable it and go to the module renders, and from the modules you have to just select the remove from here and click render. And like that, our render has been transported to the After Effects. If you want, you can wait for the After Effects to render the preview, or you can just directly render it from the export option, and all the calculation will be done at the time of export. So that's it, guys. That is all about how to use Cleanplates to remove objects in Mocha Pro. In the next part of this Mocha Pro series, I'll upload a video on how to use the Mega Cleanplates to remove objects in Mocha Pro. And Mega Cleanplates is not only used to remove objects but also used for various other advanced post-production purposes like sky replacement, set extensions, and various other purposes that we'll discuss in the next coming video. Hope this was useful. If you have any doubt, feedback, or question, don't hesitate to comment down below, and I'll be checking each and every comment and will be replying to everyone. And if you're still using the Mocha AE plugin that is coming pre-built with the After Effects and want to buy the Mocha Pro plugin, you can always check the link in the description to get a 15% off on all of your purchase in the Borisfx website. And there is also a link to my Instagram page where I'll be posting the real-time updates of when the next video will be posting and various other updates. So make sure that you also follow me on Instagram. And that's it, guys. That was all about the part 4 of the Mocha Pro series. Hope it was useful. So see you in the next one. Until then, it's me Pixel Creations signing out, and have a creative day, guys.